Hey there, how are you doing today? Right, bit pants myself. Not been in the mood for videos for a little while, feeling a bit shit, so yeah, shut your face. Oh, no, actually, no, because you know what? I have mental health too, so let's all focus on me and how brave I am for doing a video, even though I'm really struggling with depression at the minute. On the note of, I had to do a video on this, right? I did a live the other day, starting out talking about J from 5 because I'm a bit confused about J from 5. And during that, somebody asked me a question about what I thought about Kate Cassidy on Lorraine, right? And so I've done all this before, but that live was 45 minutes long, and I don't know if it's even, promoted out there on my, whether you can see it on my channel. I don't know. I'm a techno-tard, mate. I am not a professional YouTuber, right? I'm just a bird with a gob, with an opinion, and with an absolute fucking unshakable love for common sense. Now this, if you did watch Lorraine Kelly and it went for you the way that it was designed to go, I'm about to offend you, right? But like I say, I'm a fucking stickler for logic and truth, right? And what we've seen come out of the British media regarding the whole Liam Payne case, right? Altogether has been an utter shit show, and it's down to YouTubers to actually call people out on this. Kate Cassidy coming out and doing Lorraine Kelly was, it was chef's kiss to ITV, mate. Obviously she did one with, I don't, but Harsh Reality says she's a mate of Simon Cowell's, but that was utter bullshit. We're meant to be focusing now on Kate Cassidy's mental health. Now, just at the start of the live video, the reason I started doing the live video was J from 5. Now, 5 are back together, and I read out an article that I'd seen from years ago where Jason Brown, J from 5, had said that he had to leave the band because basically the whole thing, from start to finish, fucked with his mental health, and he just had to get out of it for his own sanity and do a normal job. And that's what he went on, and I still don't know what job it is that he did, but I want to say architect, but it was a normal 9 to 5 job. This guy is a very intelligent man because he had a very intelligent job. And now, especially coming off the back of the late Liam Payne thing, I want to know why, now that somebody who it's said in the media this is about his mental health, is why he died, why all of a sudden somebody who said I was part of that world, and there was a BBC documentary on boy bands that Jason from 5 chose not to be a part of. So as whenever that was filmed, which was recently in relation to when they were out, he still wanted nothing to do with it then. Still wanted nothing to do with celebrity and show business, the business of show, right? And now, so whether he's been paid, whether, like, literally, I don't think he could be doing it as a mark of respect for Liam Payne. He could be doing it because there's money in it for all the boy bands now. We don't know. But if you'd like to talk to me about it personally, Jay, get in touch. Sorry, big thing for Jay from 5. If it's a bad day, I'm going to be so disappointed. I am going to be so fucking disappointed. But we're not talking about Jay from 5. We're talking about Kate Cassidy, who, last week, or week before, went on Lorraine Kelly and literally to promote March for March, which she loved because it had got the number 4 in it, and that was her and Liam's angel number. So that's why she wanted to be a part of it. Of course it is, Kate. Of course it is. And now ITV bosses, like, are so proud of the performance that she stuck on. They know she's part of the team. Like Holly Willoughby, who went out with Philip, with her photographs of her on a night out with Philip and that young man, and them having a bus stop. She knew that he was with this man, and yet when it was all going to come out that he'd actually groomed him, Holly Willoughby was like hugging him on stage and saying how brave he was for coming out as gay. Literally, to be in show business, you have to be prepared to take one for the team. You have to be prepared to give somebody a little kiss on the cheek and watch them fucking fall. And that, to my thing, is what Kate Cassidy did. Now, what she did talk about on that interview was how much her dog is keeping her alive. What she didn't mention on that video is that ever before, I don't know whether you remember this, because obviously there's been so much shit pumped out in the media, you know, pink cocaine that didn't exist, you know, like bloody heroin shooting up gear in the bedroom that when he'd only been sniffing coke, all of this fandango, right? A week before Liam Payne's death, Maya Henry, I don't know whether it was a week before, I just remember it was the week before he died that I remember seeing in the media, Maya Henry had come out with a hit piece pre-death, you know, foreshadowing, you know, whether they were going to say that that was perhaps a reason he'd killed himself because he couldn't cope with that. I don't know, but she'd come out and said that he was bombarding her and her mother with abusive texts and with genitalia, with pics. Kate Cassidy didn't mention that her boyfriend, who they were planning to marry, which they weren't, there's a piece of paper that says to marry Kate in 2 years or whatever. That's not a proposal of marriage, I'm sorry. But media, you know, take that, spin it a little bit, right? But Maya Henry had come out and said that Liam Payne was harassing her and harassing her mother, sending inappropriate messages, sending dick pics, and that she was taking out an injunction against him. That has disappeared. However, since his death, Maya Henry, again, has come out and just done round the other side. Started it out before his death, this geezer's a fucking psycho. Boom, he's dead. Then afterwards, this geezer's a fucking psycho. There's obviously the book, which paints him as an axe-wielding maniac. And Kate Cassidy, absolutely nothing. So now she's being eyed up for like, she'd like to do I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, because she's a celebrity now. Now she's a celebrity. Right, and with the personality of an HB pencil, literally, don't know if she Botoxes, but face doesn't move, literally fake as fuck, not a real human being. Obviously, there's, you know, like some netizens like presume that it wasn't a real relationship, not least because when they're together, they don't, unless they're posing for a camera. She's got him up for a TikTok and whatever. They don't really hang about that much. Do you know what I mean? You see them, they're like walking separately and shit like this. And he was giving her a $10,000 a month retainer with an extra 25 grand, like she could just use his credit card and everything. And literally, no, I would personally, but I'm not anything like her. But I would be like, if you want to buy me something, but I'm not taking money off, you know, because that looks well dodgy. But let's take that. Don't mention the fact that he was paying her. Don't mention the fact that Maya Henry had come out and said that he was sending unsolicited dick pics to her mother. And don't mention that we're told in the official narrative that he'd had call girls round and that he was banging a couple of hookers the day that he died. Completely fucking missed that. Kate, blank behind the eyes, glassy expression Cassidy, saying exactly what she needs to know. And now she's getting her 30 pieces of silver because she's being offered TV gigs because she's a good little... And she can sit there and yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir, and say whatever she wants to fulfill any narrative for money. All she's ever done it for is money. I don't believe it, right? Just from... I've not seen much stuff. I remember right back at the beginning, and do you know what? I think I'm going to go back through my files of Liam Payne and just watch how this has gone from the beginning, because I've saved videos every single day since the 16th of October. Now she's gone on Lorraine Kelly, and all of that's wiped out. All of the facts of the matter wiped out. Now, I'm sorry that this may well, but this is the best way that I can, and I did this on my live video, and this is the best way that I can describe what we're being told about how Liam Payne passed, that he was unconscious and fell from a balcony, right? And this is what would happen if you were unconscious and fell from a balcony. Get it? That's what would happen if you were unconscious and fell from a balcony. What nobody's asking about, what actually happened to Liam Payne was nothing under there. Nobody's addressing that. Nobody's addressing the shady dealings. Nobody's even fucking looking at Rogelio Norris, mate. Nobody's even looking at Mayor Henry, because Mayor Henry is positioning herself, just like Kate Cassidy is, as a poor little victim in all of this. There was one victim in that, and he doesn't have a voice for himself. Now, obviously, it's come out that, like, his family are letting it go. I really hope that's not the case. I really hope it's not. Because somebody needs to stand up, because it's being swept under the carpet. And now Kate Cassidy is going to be Liam's legacy. Do you know what I mean? Oh, no, I saw somewhere, and I think, to be fair, it was on Harsh's channel, that, you know, like, it's like the way he put it, like, it's basically don't say anything because it's not fair on Bear, which is Cheryl's. She's the mother. She's the one controlling that. She, again, is in show business. Now, I said I'd done videos, you know, like saying, why hasn't Cheryl come out and said, I'm sorry, but he's not an axe-wielding maniac. He is not this man that he's being painted out to be. But neither's Kate Cassidy. They are letting his name be dragged through the mud, but people like us are meant to shut up. People who actually go, no, I'm sorry, but this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make any sense. We're the ones in the wrong. And, you know, like, there has been that little bit of, you know, like, you know, I don't really want to touch it anymore, because it's been whitewashed. It's absolute bollocks. And Kate Cassidy has got a nice little career out of it now. She didn't before. All she did was little dances on TikTok. Now she's going to be a fucking TV personality, because she could sit there and perform on TV like the grieving fucking widow. And it's all about her and her dog. Oh, yeah, and let's not forget, they also didn't mention that she fucked off and left him. She's going on. It's not about his mental health. This whole March for March isn't, and the whole Lorraine Kelly interview wasn't about his mental health. He was the one with mental health problems, right? He was the one with a drug addiction. But Kate Cassidy, who used to go out, always had a glass of wine in her hand while she stood next to him, and he's trying to maintain his sobriety. Sobriety, words. Like, literally, it's her mental health that we're meant to be worried about. And so many people will have fallen for it. And Lorraine Kelly, like, I had no opinion on Lorraine Kelly. Well, I thought she was all right. I thought she was just a wee cheeky scamp, and oh, isn't it lovely? And she just sat there with a fake fucking smile plastered on her face and completely and utterly destroyed any sense of credibility for herself in my eyes. It's like, oh, and you're like this, oh, and isn't it this, and isn't it that? And I'm like, I cannot believe it. I really thought that she had a heart. I really thought that she was a good girl. But after I saw her perform on that whole interview was the biggest bag of bollocks, and it just reminded me why I don't watch fucking TV, to be fair. But it's like, now it's like, oh no, you can't say no about it, because poor Kate Cassidy. Oh, bless her. She's lost the love of her life. Well, why did she fucking leave him then? With it, you know, like, oh, yeah, he's struggling with his fucking mental health. You've got 2 days left to stick it out before he got his passport. And she came out and said it was like being in a hostage situation. Her words, not mine, having to stay there with him in Argentina. She went away all the time. Right, when she left, she didn't just leave. No, she posted a photograph on TikTok or wherever of her plane tickets to prove that she was nowhere near him. It was, you know, who does that? Who posts? I mean, maybe she does. Maybe she does that when she goes anywhere. If you're a Kate Cassidy fan, let me know in the comments. And I'm sorry for calling her out. If you're a Kate, I can't see how anybody could be, to be fair. She's fake as fuck. But like, why would you go out of your way? Oh, look, I'm this far away from Argentina now. I'm this far away from Argentina now. Oh, I'm back home. Look, nowhere near Argentina. Nowhere near Argentina. Look, nothing in my hands. Nothing in my hands. Absolutely nothing to do with me whatsoever. Honestly, yeah, massive bag of bollocks. So I'd say again, like, this will be the last bit. It probably won't, because we need reminding. You know, it's just going to, like, we live in a society where it's like today's news is tomorrow's chip paper, and we forget about all these things. Do you know what I mean? So we forget that Maya Henry had a hatchet job out, pardon the pun, for Liam Payne before Liam Payne's death, and Kate Cassidy and Cheryl Cole had nothing to say about that. Maya Henry did another hatchet job on him when he came out. when he came out recently, saying, yeah, he was violent and he was all this and that and the other, and he was sexting men and whatever. Kate Cassidy, nothing. Cheryl, nothing. Do you know what I mean? But sit Kate Cassidy down and talk about a dog. Oh, mate, dogs. Oh, well, because everybody who watches This Morning loves dogs, don't they? And it's like, oh, bless her. She's just wee. And Lorraine Kelly leading the audience. And Lorraine Kelly was actually leading the witness, because she was saying, oh, and this made you feel like this, didn't it? Just in case she wasn't performing correctly, Lorraine Kelly was there telling her what she'd got to say. And she said what she'd got to say that was so far away from anything that really needs being said about, which reminds me, I need to go and pick my lighter up from over there. Do you know what I mean? Basic facts of this case have been swept under the carpet. You cannot fall off a balcony and end up over there, for example. But no, let's make it about Kate Cassidy and her fucking dog. The dog that she had to get back to, and then when she fucking came over for the funeral, she hung about in London for a few days because of the dog. London had her in another hostage situation. Where was her putting his mental health first by saying he'd got her in a hostage situation? It felt like, a hostage situation, being forced to stay in Argentina against her will. So, despite how much she loved him, couldn't wait that last 2 days, fucked off, documented it in its entirety to make sure that everybody knew she wasn't there. He's passed. Give it a little bit of time. Come out. Now she's played a blinder, done exactly what she's been told to do by show business, and boof, she's got herself a career, which is what she always wanted. Fame and money. Yeah. That's my opinion on that. That's my opinion on Kate Cassidy. I don't think I've done a video specifically for her. But this one's for you, sugar tits. This one's for you. Please feel free to leave any comments below on whatever. I just can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. It is the biggest cover-up that I've witnessed myself and paid attention to since Madeleine McCann. Because if you look at the facts of Madeleine McCann, there's no way that goes missing. That's facts. That's police evidence. And if you look at the facts and the police evidence from Liam Payne, there's no way he fell off that fucking balcony. But Kate Cassidy, ain't she a pretty wee thing? And oh, she's got a dog, and I bet you have to get up to take him out for a poo. Go on down, Cat. I'm going to go get my lighter back now. Anyways, thank you for coming. Please come back and never forget that I love you all, even Kate Cassidy. But please go grow a spine, get a heart, and Lorraine Kelly. Literally, what are you? How much money do you need? Where is your humanity? Still love you, but you are not acting human right now. But still love you. Bye.